Jacksonville Jaguars, taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Hansen. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Cooper here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On 1st down, Burnett. He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Martinez. And this one complete to Burnett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Now Lawrence finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Burnett, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett. Six 0 our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Separating from the gun, Martinez. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Shepard, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run on first down. Burnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Martinez. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Burnett. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Martinez. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Able to slither by. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Shepard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Operating from the gun. Martinez. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bishop. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Martinez throwing on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Martinez. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Robbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He finds his man complete. It's Robbins. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Being chased out left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Franklin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Martinez. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Martinez. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Martinez. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, it's Burnett. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off play action. Martinez sliding out of the pocket. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Burnett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. And he wisely will throw that one away. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The now time for their first possession of half number 2.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Lawrence on first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game, because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
But no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Martinez now to throw on third down. And Daniels has it left side.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake, Martinez, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Martinez looking to throw on second down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Martinez. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go. Blocking 18.
They'll run on first down. Burnett.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. McIntyre. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shepard, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lawrence. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw is Martinez. To throw on 2nd down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Burnett, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McIntyre, and he'll be taken down at the 34. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Martinez, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 17-15. A minute 53 remaining. And the 4th down stop gives him a new lifeline, at least for the moment. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on 1st down. McIntyre. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. McIntyre. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Martinez on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now all eyes shift to the Jags, trailing by 5, 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Cooper. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly. Coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with